Probably ripped by, oh, before it even hit the bottom, stop playing with me. Balboa. They call me in Panama.
No fear, look how he's grabbing that thing. No fear.
You know, you tell me what you want to do.
I just want to catch big fish. Well, look. We wobble. Behind us here is a 2012 Bertram 54 Lady Kalo. The owner was gracious enough to let us stay on board for a weekend and show us how you can really utilize this boat. I'm Juno Prudhomm with Dennis and Yachting. Today I'd like to take you on board and also show you an adventure over the past 48 hours. So we leave Panama City, Panama, and we are heading to the islands. Every time I come here, it just grows on me. The people here are wonderful. The culture here is amazing. The food here is amazing. I typically like to stay in the old city, which is called Casco Viejo. And now we're out here fishing. On the way here, we saw a crazy amount of dolphins. Ran up on a huge bait ball, tried to troll for a little while to get some tuna. That didn't work out. We caught a few bonitas. Then we came to another hole here. So we're still gonna fish and try to catch some big snappers. That's the plan. And that's what we're gonna do. And that's what we're gonna make happen. Bertram does a fantastic job of just giving you tons of space in the cockpit. Having the mezzanine was just a huge bonus because when we're running an hour and a half, 2 hours, we'll just sit there, relax, have a drink with the guys. The garment in the cockpit was just great, especially on this trip of the style of fishing that we were gonna do. Big bench seat right here, cold plates underneath. Fish that you caught, you can store it in there, keep it nice and cold and fresh. You also have additional dry storage. It's multi-purpose. Starboard forward is your outside galley. You have a prep station, a couple tackle drawers, and a sink. 2 huge fish boxes. The starboard side having an Eskimo ice chipper. At the stern, big bait well that you saw us putting our bonita in earlier. Starboard aft is your tuna door. We didn't get to use that on the trip, but it's definitely good to have. Access to your engine room is also here as well. Let's go take a look. Pair of Cat C32 Acers giving you 1,676 horsepower each. Port forward in the outboard corner is your water maker. As we move to the stern, we see your twin Kohler generators. At cruise speed, she'll do about 28 knots. That's just around 1,800 RPM. But she can easily achieve over 35 knots. Right now we're here with the owner, Oshi, and we're gonna have a competition if we can catch bigger fish. This is his home turf, but you know, he's coming here to bring in a battle. We're here for a battle, and I'm here to bring home the trophy. This came in like a missile, and I hooked it on. I felt something tight. Spanish man. I'm a very happy man. We are on the hole, baby. We are on the hole. Let's go, Moshe.
Albacora, tuna albacora. This is not bonito, white tuna.
I've never seen a white tuna. Trying to go on that.
They never have seen one this big, never. Amazing. It may be a Panama record, huh? I have many years fishing and I haven't seen this big.
They call the big guns, they got it. I'm the leader right now. That's just what's happening. I think I'm at a total of 4, lost 2, and I think we're gonna move to somewhere else where there's possibly some bigger fish. So we're gonna go up to the Flybridge, which I love. The owner replaced everything you see on the dash here. including these 4 Garmin displays and a Garmin autopilot. Lady Kalo is also equipped with 2 Cat engine displays, fusion radio, bow thruster, FLIR camera, and your ACR searchlight. And right above us in the lower helm are your electric teaser reels. A great thing on those hot days is we have AC, so it felt amazing being up there. We have doghouse storage underneath the seating and a fridge up here. On a trip like this, having cold and dry storage is key. Although we didn't troll as much, it was very useful having these outriggers when the time calls for them. Right now I'm waiting for it to hit the bottom. There it is, gonna start jigging, and hopefully one of these groupers come out of their holes, because we're trying to get a big boy. Not seeing any color yet. Oh! Might be a snapper. Yep.
Snapper.
Again, it felt different. I can tell by the movement. Red snapper on board. So I stayed on this boat for 3 to 4 days, and I can say I was very happy in the salon. You know, those times where it's hot and I just wanted AC and I wanted to sit somewhere, this was a perfect place. This entire sofa is storage. And just above that in the headliner is storage for your rods. Underneath the TV is your ice maker. The owner of this boat, his family really likes to cook, and that's why the salon was so appealing to them. I mean, look at the counters in here. The galley's equipped with a total of 4 sub-zero drawers, 2 fridges, 2 freezers, with a dishwasher right across from there, a concealed cooktop. Just above us here is a microwave. We found ourselves here pretty much every meal. Comfortable space and a lot of seating. A bunch of storage space, including above the staircase that we're about to walk down. Here to port is gonna be your first stateroom, which has a over and under berth. Whole side window in here, pretty rare for a boat of this size. What's also great to note is your separate washer dryer. Here to the port side is your guest day head with a generous shower. All the way forward is your VIP, island berth, tons of storage inside. Each of these staterooms have entertainment centers. This stateroom is attached to the day head we just saw. Let's check out the master stateroom, which is starboard and midship. Moshi allowed me to stay in the master stateroom. Being such a big guy, I love the space, the layout, and of course that it had a TV. We had surround sound system. I can switch over to any channel that I want. The room was nice and cold. It was quiet. It felt comfortable even with the generator on. On the aft bulkhead is a hidden drawer, which was pretty neat. If I needed to use the head, it was right there because the room is ensuite. I'm 6'1", felt great. Easy for me to shower in there, and it was really kind of the owner. Moshi, seriously, thank you from the bottom of my heart. We head to Isla Pedro Gonzalez. I mean, we start pulling into this place. I'm just in awe of what I'm seeing. So we anchored up, took some chairs, had some beers, talked to the owner. We spent the night there at the marina, and we're gonna go to the next island. The owner brought one of his really good friends, which I ended up naming Big Worm because he had a big belly. Enjoyable guy, and, you know, simple pleasures in life. That was awesome having him on the trip. After spending some time out there, our plan was to go to Contadora. As soon as you get there, there's probably about 15, 20 boats, anchored up to these mooring balls, and you just see this beautiful beach, these big houses on the beach, tie up to mooring ball. We were there for a full day overnight and come back to the dock in Panama City, and it was a true adventure overall. To the captain and crew, Big Worm, and most importantly, Moshi, the owner, we greatly appreciate it. We look forward to coming back to Panama.
And let's just say, Poseidon has been on my side. I feel like Michael Jordan in the 90s. Back to back to back.
Thank you for being on this tour with me and seeing what this boat can bring on the adventure side, and I hope you can do the same thing with your friends and family. If you have any further questions or like more details about this boat, please contact me directly.
Y me acuerdo de esos instantes, si dejáramos el pasado y esos besos, pero los dos nos amaríamos como antes, es que no es la realidad.